Hey guys, welcome back to KrissBeauty. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christina. Some of you call me Kriss, others Tina. Whatever you prefer, girl, that's fine with me. You guys, in today's video, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even have an idea of what I want to call this video or what I want to do. I just want to play with some makeup, have a little fun, get myself out of a little bit of a funk. This whole world is like in pieces right now and I'm just having one of those days. I know I'm not the only one, so we're just gonna like feel it out today, see what's going on. And yeah, so I'm gonna be venting and talking and just doing a whole bunch of everything today. So if you're already not subscribed to KrissBeauty, go ahead and do so. Turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any updates, and let's get started. Alright you guys, so my face is moisturized, actually moisturized today, I know. My face is moisturized and my shirt is wrinkled. What's up? What's up? I actually moisturize with this gem right here called the Skin Architect Hydrating and Smoothing Cream. It's a day and night cream. I actually used this in my last video where I reviewed Ross beauty items, so make sure you go ahead and check that video out. And then if you missed my updated foundation routine, I actually start off with some BB cream as primer now, so check that out as well. So those are the two things that I have on. And by the way, I do have on the shade 110 Light Medium Sheer Tint, so that's why you could kind of see something's there, like this is my skin but better. So that's what we're working with. We got the Kriss earrings on that I got from Plush Shop or plushberryjewels.com. I'll leave that down below just to make me feel like a little, like, you know, bougie-esque, a little like bad bitch, because it's just one of those days. Like, I really felt like I was in a funk yesterday, and it's also that time of the month and we're just like, we're going through it internally right now. So I want to start off with the face today, just to, like, you know, I am going to do my foundation routine. You can follow along if you'd like. I am going to use the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. It's one of my favorite palettes to like cream contour with. And let me go grab a brush. Oh, actually no, I lied. I am going to use this Sheglam contouring stick in Espresso. This is like a very convenient product right here, so I'm going to use that to, you know, snatch the nose, the face, and the depression today. So we are going to start off with the cheekbones, a little bit of the, you know, 10 head. We got the contour going. I look crazy, but I'm going to move on to concealer. Of course, in every single video, I don't think I would ever stop using this concealer because it's so good. It's the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It is the satin finish, and this is the shade Light Beige. I'm using Light Beige and Fair Beige together. Alright you guys, and let's move on to the actual foundation. I'm going to use one of my favorites, which is the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation, but this is the dewy version, and I'm in the shade Cream Beige. It's a medium neutral color. So alright you guys, I had to go ahead and remove my earrings because it's time to blend, and this is a full-time job right here. Let me grab my foundation brush. I like to use the ColourPop F15 brush. It is a nice flat top foundation brush, so I'm going to begin buffing out the foundation. Okay, and I'm actually just going to go in with a damp sponge. I believe this is from Shein. I'm going to use a sponge to just go over those surfaces before I start to blend out the contour. Don't forget the chin and the jawline as well. Okay, and I'm just going to blend out this forehead highlight really quick. And the nose. Everything is pretty much blended out. I like to save the under eyes for last, just to let it sit and build like coverage. So I'm going to blend this out now. I'm just going to add a little extra contour to the nose. I feel like I lost it just a little bit. Alright y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my Airspun really quickly, just to make sure everything is all set and in place before we begin to add blush and bronzer and all that good stuff. Okay you guys, so my face is super set. I want to add a little color to my face, so I'm going to take, I'm actually going to take this palette that I've been holding the entire time. This is the e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm kind of obsessed with this, especially this color. I've been like into like peaches and corals like this, so I want to take this shade right here, and then I kind of want to mix it with this Keep It Peachy Wet n Wild Color Icon blush right here, and we're just gonna mix and match this. I'm using like a dome type brush like this. It's kind of fluffy and it works really well. You guys, today's just an off day. I never do blush before I do contour. I don't know what's going on. Okay, you guys, let's rewind. I'm actually gonna bronze because that's what I usually do. I've been doing this for years. Okay, I'm going to use my Maybelline City Bronzer. I'm going to bronze first, then blush, then we're going to continue. So I'm going to use my Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 200. This is one of my favorite bronzers of all time. It has no shimmer in it. It's like absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to take that with an angled brush, and then I may pair it with this e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I kind of like to mix and match these brushes depending on how intense I want them. So let's start off with the angled brush. Actually, you guys, it's just been like an off few days for me. I don't know what's going on, but you know what, the reason why I decided to start filming today is just because like I just overthink everything too much. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is just like a full thought process, and I was like, you know what, why not film today? Why not try to be motivated and ahead of the game? So I said, you know what, I am going to snatch the face and we are going to feel better in no time. It's just been really hard for me to get back into taking care of myself, and to be honest, I haven't been the most motivated, and I don't see a lot of people speak about that enough. Like I feel like everybody's just always coming out with new videos and new content, and it's great, but it's like, what about when you're feeling stuck? And I feel like I get into these moods more often than like the average person, and it's just been a super, if I'm being completely honest, it's been a super hard transition from having like a 9 to 5 to doing like YouTube fully and creating fully. It hasn't been the easiest like transition, like at all. I don't see it get spoken about enough. I see everybody else just like going along with life, and everybody acts like they have it figured out, but like this is especially why I wanted to film today, just to let you guys know that it's okay if you are feeling completely stuck and kind of like scared of what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm a type of person that likes to be very organized and very like, I like to have lists, and I want to know what's happening, and I like to kind of be ahead of the game and plan ahead. So it's kind of hard for me to not know what's happening, not know what's coming, or how I'm supposed to like, I just don't like to be lost. I know I'm not the only one who feels like this, but it's really hard. It's really hard to create and to keep moving when you feel so lost. This is what we're doing today. This is called just moving forward. This nose is moving forward a little too much. You know what's especially hard for me is the fact that I just had family leave, and I know I spent the last few weeks like diving into them and making sure that they were 100%. And sometimes it's just, I noticed this a long time ago, but this last week especially, that it's easier to dive into other people and what they need instead of what you need. And that's kind of like, I'm feeling the after effects because now they're gone and I have to deal with me. And sometimes it sucks to deal with you. Now I gotta get my life together, and it feels good. I love taking care of myself lately. It's also really scary. Really, really scary. I don't know if anybody else feels like that though. By the way, I'm just applying some setting powder just to clean things up. I got a little happy with my bronzer because I just love this bronzer so much. Oh my god. Yes, snatch that nose, baby. All right, now we can apply blush. So again, I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. blush palette along with my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. I kind of just want to go straight into this shade right here. It's kind of like everything. I'm trying not to go like right here. It's really hard. Try to go a little higher than what I usually do. And then I want to diffuse it like a little bit with this peach color. Oh my god, this does not diffuse, baby. The pigmentation, darling. Okay. I'm gonna take that face brush again that has like translucent powder on it and like diffuse this a little bit because I just want, god, a little much. Okay, the blush is looking really nice. I'm really enjoying that combo. They are both highly pigmented, so like I really played myself for a second, but it's all good now. It's all good. It's all good. We don't have nothing to worry about. Okay, the face is looking like everything. Like it's, oh god. I mean, makeup for me, you guys, is really an art and a therapy. Like I was not feeling good yesterday. Like I was moping around. I was that person just moping around, and now I feel like I'm going places. Like I'm going by the way, there's a mirror right here. I'm not just like spacing out. But it feels like I'm going places. So let me go ahead and take this Wet n Wild Cucumber 3-in-1 primer spray. Well, it also says it sets and refreshes. So let me go ahead and take this and spray down the face. Ooh. Making sure that you stamp in everything after, like a minute after you spray down your face is vital. Like it seriously helps everything like melt together. So I'm just taking my sponge. I'm just gonna add some highlighter now because I'm just in that mood. I'm feeling very stunned, very beautiful. So let's take, oh yes, let's take this fan brush. This is from, I think this is from Shein. Yes, I think I received this from Shein. I'm gonna take the Hello Halo blush lighter from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Highlight Bling. So I'm going to take like this purpley shade right here. And actually these two, I'm just gonna mix these together because this might be a little too light for me. And I'm going to highlight the face. Oh yes, darling, what is happening? I would never use this as like a blush palette, so like because it has shimmer in it. I'm not a shimmery blush type of person, but these are like perfect for like highlighting your face. Right now I'm feeling like a glowing goddess. I want to move on to the eyes. Like I just want to be creative, and like I'm so tired of doing just like liner and lashes. I haven't been able to go anywhere, just as anybody else hasn't. Like what am I complaining about? But I'm just ready to like, I don't know, like I'm done with soft glam. Let's do this. Okay, you guys, so I zoomed you guys on in. I have applied my concealer to the base of my eyes for a great primer. I actually, what did I do? I did some soap brows, you guys. I used the Pears soap to like do like a little fluff to my brows. They're not done clearly, but you know, it's a good base. So we're gonna start with the eyes. I'm going to actually use this Paris Hilton Beauty is My Business like situation right here. If you checked my last video, you know why I'm using it. It's beautiful. And then I actually am gonna try for the first time this Artistry palette from Sheglam. I didn't get to try this in my Shein beauty video because I didn't realize I had it till like the very end. So I have tried like a couple shades, like just like this shade right here, but I haven't actually gotten to like play with it fully. So that's what I'm gonna do today. This is not a first impressions. I just want to do something like, I don't even know what I want to do to my eyes, but I don't know, I want to do something fun. Let's start off with a little bit of a transition shade. I'll go into this palette first, and I'm going to take, I think I'll take this like bone color right here, just like as a nice little base, but I just want to use this to like soften that concealer a little bit. It's actually a super like, it's actually pretty pigmented. Pretty sure you can see a difference right here. So I'm going to now go into this shade right here. Like this is a beautiful brown shade. It's a nice like matte color. It kind of has like a green undertone. I don't know, I don't know, but this is the shade that I'm feeling right now. None of these have names, which is kind of sad. We're gonna work with it. Let me take this Wet n Wild P20 brush. It's a fluffy brush, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, it's a little more precise. So I'm gonna take that shade. There's not a lot of fallout here either, so I'm gonna use this shade right here. I know I don't usually do this, but let's see how it goes. I'm using this like really close to the brow. These are blending out like really nicely. I'm literally like in the brow now. I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but I'm just blending this back and forth, but I'm not going this way yet. So let's see what we got next. I like this yellow shade right here, but this palette as well has like a nice like mustard yellow, so I think I want to go with this shade. This is called Sunflower because it's not like too crazy, and I'm not going for like neon yellow. Like that's not what I'm doing today. So I'm taking that right, like literally right next to the brown. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling great. Oh god, I don't know what to do next. I'm thinking green. Like for some reason I'm gravitating towards like a green. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Alright, you guys, I don't know why I'm whispering, but I feel like I have to right now. I'm gonna take this Morphe M250-0 brush. It's literally like a liner brush. Like, I didn't think I would ever use this shade actually. But I'm gonna take this brush. In my cream contour palette from e.l.f., there's actually this like cream shade. Up here, clearly it's been dipped into like severely. But I'm gonna take this shade because it's more of like that thicker, I don't want to say like pastier, but it's not like liquid, if you know what I mean. So I want to use this as like a nice primer for like a, you'll see. So I have some on the end. I don't know why I'm still whispering, but I want to take this. Oh god, I've literally never done this before. Here I go venting again. Here I got me started. I'm tired of being perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, overthinking is just so stressful. Like, I want to be more of like a go for it type of person. Like, where I just don't think about the million ways it can go wrong and just literally just go for it. This just reminded me of that, of that life lesson, because I'm like, I'm hesitant. And I don't want to be hesitant. Alright, y'all, this is the line that we got. I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. Now, this is the real challenge, is matching it. But again, I don't want to be hesitant. I don't want to be cautious. I'm just going to go for it and fix it later. That's my new motto. Go for it and fix it later. I think we have a good situation happening here. Like, I feel really good about this. And this is my first time doing a look like this. And I feel great. Like, I feel ready. I feel ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to try to start off with this Morphe M410 brush. It is a flat concealer brush. And I'm going to try to make it as precise as I can. And I'm feeling this green right here in the Sheglam Artistry palette. It's just like calling my name. For some reason, because I'm not a green person, like, at all. So I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But I want to stamp this. Okay, you guys, so I got this green on. I actually had to switch to like a little brush like this because the other brush just wasn't working for me. I'm not even fully satisfied with it, if I'm being totally and completely like honest. I think I want to clean it up at some point, but let me go ahead and do the other side. Alright, you guys, I am back. There's a lot that happened. Okay, so let me go through the process with you. So I applied the green, right? It got a little chunky. So what I did was I took a makeup wipe like this and I like very carefully like wiped away the concealer on like my lids, and just to precisely like clean that up. Now that was okay, but I took it a step further and I actually concealed with my e.l.f. contour palette and my Morphe M421 brush, and I just basically cleaned that up right on the bottom and just blended that out a little bit. Now I'm actually ready to move on. It was a minute, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try to like attempt to put this shade, which is what we have like right here, and this like dark chocolate shade. I want to like mix and match those two, and I kind of want to like outline with this precise brush. But I do have to say that it is easier to outline with this brown color, so I'm hopeful. Okay, so it's looking like not the neatest, but it actually, I mean, that brown shade is looking pretty nice underneath. So I'm gonna continue with the other side. Okay, you guys, I'm actually feeling satisfied, like, or closer to satisfied. I had to go over that green a little bit, and I found that the best brush, I went through like a million brushes to do this, okay? So I found that the best brush to do like the green and the stamping is sort of like that, you know, that shifting back and forth, is the Morphe M508 brush. I have to put something like on the base of my eyes, right? Like that's weird. What are we gonna do? Okay, so I guess I'll conceal my eyes since I kind of have to fix that brown. Okay guys, I have some concealer on my actual lids. So I have like two like bone shades. So this is the one that I used earlier on like my entire lid actually. And then I have the one in this Beauty Is My Business palette. This is called Sand. I think I kind of want to like mix and match those just so I can have like a nice base. Okay guys, I added some sunflower to my lids as well. That was that yellowish sort of shade in the Beauty Is My Business palette. I'm kind of liking that. I added just a little bit because I didn't want it to be like too yellow. Guys, I'm taking an angled brush and I'm taking that same like brown shade, and we're just gonna make a little dainty wing. Okay, and next I'm taking this brown shade that we used earlier as well, and I want to take it with a Morphe 508 brush, just a little bit, and I want to smudge this out. Alright, you guys, the look is like, it's everything right now. It really is. It's taking forever, but you guys, it's there. It's there. I'm gonna take this small little brush right here. This is just like a pencil brush. I want to take some sort of like gold. I'm just gonna take like a little bit of this like pressed glitter right here. This is on fleek. I'll try to place this. Ugh. It's okay. I'm placing this in my inner corner, like literally the smallest amount. And since, you know what, since my browns are looking a little purple, why not take this like purplish shade from the Wet n Wild highlighter and put that in my inner corner as well? Why not? Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add my brows, my lashes, and finish up my under eyes off of camera so we can move this right along, and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so the eyes are finally done. This felt like it took years, okay? So anything that I had on my mind before, I definitely don't have it on my mind anymore, because this whole thing was a process. Although I love the way the eyes, like, they look pretty nice. Yeah, so basically I applied lashes. I kind of try to do like the lashes a little lifted so that we kind of had like that cat eye effect. I did blend out this liner, this green liner situation, just to make sure that there was no harshness. And yeah, so I just basically did what I did on the top, I did on the bottom. I always do that. I apply some mascara. Today I used the Mile High Club mascara from Wander Beauty. This is one of my favorites. This one is actually a sample and it's beautiful. So that's what I did. I had to actually reapply some blush because it kind of like faded just a little bit. So I'm finally gonna move on to the lips, and we are going to finally finish off this look. I always try to be different. Clearly today I took the leap of faith, but I think I want to stick to like a nude kind of lip. That's been my thing. So what I want to do is take a Morphe E62 brush right here. I'm going to take my bronzer from Maybelline, and again, this is the City Bronzer in shade 200. Going to take that angled brush, and I kind of want to line the lips like this today. This is what I do when I don't want to like do like a heavy liner. We're just gonna overline just a little bit. Yeah, I know I got so wrapped up into the makeup today, but just sort of going back to like my venti mode. I guess I'll wrap it up for you guys towards the end, but I just definitely wanted to let you know that I am hearing you and I am seeing you. If you're feeling like I am, which is sort of like, I guess the best word to use is lost, like I used earlier. Like, it's just, I don't know. There's just been a lot of pressure that I've been putting on myself, that I've been feeling from like everyone around me, and that nobody really says, but they really say, you know, they kind of say, you know, it's like 25, I'm 25. And you kind of feel the pressure to keep up with everyone on social media. That's your age. I've always sort of felt that pressure. I'm never in competition with anybody. I'm always in competition with myself and who I was yesterday. I know that's so cliche, but it's so true. Like, that's just what it is. It can get a little rough because it's like you're constantly in your head. And so I guess the whole point is that I just want to make sure that you guys understand that this is totally normal, especially with this whole pandemic going on. You kind of overthink or just reflect on everything and everyone around you, and I've just been feeling really like not confused. Like, I know what I want to do. I'm pretty sure not everybody knows what they want to do, and of course, that makes me fortunate to know where I want to go in life, but it's just about getting there. And sometimes I feel like I'm already supposed to be there. Why am I not there? You know, you just question. You question a lot of things. I don't even know if any of this makes sense, you guys, but this is the kind of stuff that I've been dealing with and that I know I'm going to figure out, but it's just good to talk about it and put it out there. Let's add some new lipstick and wrap this up because, you know, it's rough. I'll just take this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. This is a nice nude shade. I wanted something a little more warm tone though. Okay, so I'm not really feeling that shade, so I removed it. I'm gonna take my contour shade from the e.l.f. palette and I'm just sort of like playing with it on my lips. I know I could totally just take like a brown lipstick, but I'm not. Okay, and then I'm going to take my e.l.f. lip plumping gloss. This is in the shade Pink Sugar because I love a gloss lip. Alright you guys, and this is the final look. I am absolutely obsessed with this look. It started off, you know, a little confusing, but we got there, and that just makes me want to remind you guys that life may not make sense now, and it may be rough. It may be really hard to get out of bed. Trust me, I know. You might have felt good a week ago and you don't feel good today, or you felt good this morning and you don't feel good right now. Hopefully you feel better after this video though, because I see you. On a serious note, guys, it is a confusing time for everyone, and even if this wasn't going on, I've always felt like I am closer to my purpose, but I'm not really there. And this year, I'm pretty sure everybody had expectations as to where we were supposed to be, how fast we were supposed to go. We had all these things that we wanted to do, and it just didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. And aside from the pandemic, most of the time that happens, you know what I'm saying? And it's rough. It's rough, and I know you're feeling rough and you're feeling like, damn, another year. I just want you to be proud of where you are, not to rush the process. I'm reminding myself not to rush this process. Everything that happens, as cliche as it sounds, it happens for a reason. Everything happens in due time, and every day when we wake up, it's literally because we still have a purpose. So I had no motivation today. I've had no motivation this last week. I didn't even know that I was gonna film today, but I did it because I want to connect with you guys. I want you guys to know that it's normal. If you are a content or up and coming content creator like I am, you know that it is rough, especially during this time, and it's gonna be okay though. It's gonna be absolutely okay. It's normal to feel stuck and completely stumped as to what are we gonna do next? What is this video gonna be? We have to look perfect. We have to, like, you know, even if we're a small channel, like it matters. Lighting matters, and time and mood, and you know, different video ideas matter. And it kind of sucks when you feel like down in the dumps. So you guys, I feel you. If you are a person who prays, pray for me. I'm praying for you, and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you kind of got something out of it. If you made it to the end, you guys, thank you for watching. I am going to continue to put out more and more and more videos, so don't forget to turn on your bell notifications, and most importantly, subscribe to your girl, because we're pushing for 1K. I have manifested, baby, I'm fasting too. I have manifested that we get to 1K by the end of the year. Why not? This is what I do full time now. I'm excited, I'm ready, and I receive it. So amen. All right you guys, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.